This is Paris. I'm here with the 411 for the Gospel of Jesus Christ. I wanted to talk to you all today about heavenly medicine. Heavenly medicine. I'm a note taker, so I'm going to be reading from my notes. But the word that I was receiving from God is, ask and you shall receive. Seek and you shall find. Knock and a door shall be open to you. When we are, what it means to ask and you shall receive, we have to ask. We have to open our mouth. You know, God wants to hear the words that he put down on the inside of us. Open our mouth. Just like if we crying out for help, God wants to hear us. Help. He wants to hear it. If we need anything, if we are in need of anything, God wants to hear it. He wants you to confess it. If someone is bothering you or hurting your feelings, or you have something going on in your body, or something in your family, or friends, or someone is picking on you, God wants to hear about it. He wants you to say it out of your mouth. So therefore, it's power in your mouth. So when you speak it, when you're saying something when you're speaking it to him, it's like that's a problem he can work on. You're giving him that problem. You're giving him access to that problem that you are speaking. So you have to ask so you can receive. That's why you have to wait on the answer. And while you're waiting on an answer from God, once you spoke it or once you ask, you got to still keep putting in work. And then seeking and you shall find. When you seeking, because you're knocking at the door. So when you're seeking, you're searching for things. You're searching for the answer. You're searching for the things God has spoken about you. You're searching for the things that is in alignment with what God spoke about your life, how he feels about your life, the promises of God that is in alignment with your life. And so that's what it means to seek. Because you will find the answer. You have to seek God. You have to go deeper with God. You have to be serious when it comes to God, and you will find the answer. Trust me, there is never I know enough in the kingdom. You do not know enough, because you are going to always be learning. There are always new things. There are many treasures in heaven. So when you seek, you will find. Trust me, God has an answer for everything. When you're knocking, that's a sign of, I'm here. I'm available. I'm knocking at the door. Is anybody there? Hey, I'm here. And the door will be open. Just like our salvation. We have freedom. Knock because you want freedom. Knock because you want your salvation. Knock because you want to be cured. And so you also have to be a sacrifice. That's what it means to be available. I'm here. When you surrender. When you're surrendering, I'm here. That's what it means to be available. That's what it means to be a sacrifice. And you have to be available to go along with the flow. Any and everything that God spoke about you, any and everything that comes your way that God allows, it is for you. It is for you. It is to help you. It's equip you. It's to stretch you. It's to keep you pressing. It is to prune you. It is to chasten you. It is to grow you up and build you up. It is for you. It is for you. And that goes back to the things where you have to watch what you say. You have to watch what you hear. You have to watch what you watch. Because even like, say for instance, if other people, kids, or other adults may be watching this type of movie, or say for instance, you hear kids cursing their parents out, and you don't allow that in your house. And certain movies other people's children are watching, and you wondering why things are in it goes into their brains. It goes into your brain. It affects your brain because of what you are watching, what you are hearing, and the things you speak out of your mouth. Those things plays a part with your thinking. And I remember hearing one of my spiritual mentors say, for instance, you watching a movie like Lifetime. You watching a movie trying to kill somebody or set somebody up. You wanna figure out how trying to apply it to your life. That's not how we supposed to live. Then say for instance, your kids cursing their parents out on TV. You scared your kid might do that. You see how it goes and register, and it's in your head. You already thinking that that's what's gonna happen in your life. You watching movies that is they cheating or they lusting. You comparing your love life or your marriage or your relationship to the movie, and that it starts with the thinking. And that's why you have to be careful for what you hear, what you watch, and what you speak out of your mouth, because it plays a part in your life. You should know that in your household, we shall serve the Lord. You know, what they do, you don't do. That's not for you. You know, and some people may think it's weird. Oh, they always studying. Oh, they always watching positive movies. Oh, they don't never go nowhere. And you go places, but you go to positive places. And just because you ain't going to the places that you know you don't supposed to be in, people would think you weird. People would think you crazy or acting funny. But you know, far as the household you are in, you shall serve the Lord. You got to be a doer of the word, baby, not just a hearer. Not just somebody that's listening to it and they go one ear out the other. You got to be a doer of the word. And everybody in the household have to be under God, not just one person. Not just one person. That's where confusion come in there. If you got one person that is about that life with God, but the other person or your kids, they acting out of control, and somebody don't believe or this and that causes confusion. So everybody must be under the household of God, because God has to put your whole household in order. This goes back to putting your flesh up under God, because flesh and spirit is always at war. They are always battling. You have to know that our flesh and our spirit is always at war every single day. And so you must bring your flesh up under God. We have to periodically examine ourselves. And that's why in the Bible, it tells us to examine our heart, examine ourselves, because we always looking at the outside, or looking at how someone's dressing, or looking at, nice cars, or looking at the big houses, just all of that. Looking at, what position, or all of that. We looking at the outside, but the inside is crushed. The inside is crying out. The inside is hurting. And it speaks about you can gain the whole world, but you can lose your soul. You can have everything, but yet your soul is hurting. Because when we lose everything, when it's time for us to check up out of here, that stuff stays. Our soul is what goes back to God. And so you have to frequently, occasionally do a soul check. Soul checks are healthy for you. It's like how you go and get a checkup for your body at the doctor. How you go and get a checkup and they run all those tests and let you know some things, what may be going on or something that's going on with your body. It's just like doing life with God. When you're doing life with God, soul checkups is like heavenly medicine. It's like heavenly medicine. It comes to help us. It comes to help us and tell us the things that we can do to help ourselves. The things that we are called to do. The people who is assigned to our lives. But we have to seek God to find it. You have to seek God to find out what's wrong, what's going on, what heavenly medicine that you need for your life. Because God only gives you the heavenly medicine that you need for your life. God is not going to give you heavenly medicine for somebody else's life. He's going to give you the heavenly medicine that you need for your life. So when you receive the dose that you need to receive, you can go and produce fruit in other people's lives because you are the answer to their lives. We want to be strong in spirit and not weak in the flesh. We want to be strong in the spirit and not weak in the flesh. Apostle Paul said he is in control of his body. He said he tells his body what to do. His body don't tell him what to do. We have to have control over our body. That's why when you're fasting and praying, you're being a sacrifice unto God. You're being available for God because it's to strengthen your faith and it's to strengthen your soul. It's to strengthen your soul. We have to put in work and take control of our minds, our hearts, and our emotions because they play a part in our spirit. They play a part in our spirit. That's why God tells us don't be making crazy, unethical decisions or being foolish in the head based off emotions and feelings. Because it will cause you to be undecided. It will cause you to be confused. God is not the author of confusion, but of peace. You can't do anything unless you get these things checked out because you must be proven first. You must be proven first. Again, we're talking about heavenly medicine. Have a good one, everyone.